What's up, everybody? This is Janky J from the For Real Takes. Tonight we've got
The world famous
ah,
disc pick.
nice, nice. And who else?
Yeah, what are you gonna say now, Harv?
Fuck what this guy says, because everybody knows he ain't shit. But for me, you got Harv from the world famous Harv motherfucking movie hut.
Oh, we put a
No one.
motherfucker in there.
Beat that shit,
Ooh.
dick pic.
All I heard was sloppy seconds from that.
So tonight we have kind of like a special thing planned, but we'll get into that after we get into the movie that we watched this week. So, Harv, what did you watch this week?
I watched a movie called Animal Factory. It's a prison movie. It's an older movie. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It stars William Dafoe and what's his name from Terminator 2? The kid. I keep forgetting his name.
Edward Furlong.
Edward Furlong, and it's about a him. He gets caught doing a crime. He gets sent to prison, and William Defoe. I keep saying it's Willem. Sorry, Willem Defoe. Keep saying William. um, he kind of takes him under his wing and shows him the ropes and who to stay away from, who to make alliances with, stuff like that. It's a pretty good movie. I never really heard about it. Watched it on Tubi, and it was pretty good. I liked it.
Okay. But you, this pick?
I watched a pretty recent movie. It was a Netflix movie, I believe. I watched it on Netflix. I don't really remember if it was an original, but I watched Apex. Like I said, it's a newer movie. Um, I don't really know what I can say about it. Because like if I bring up the first part of it, it's kind of a big spoiler, but it's the beginning of the movie. But basically, it's like this couple slash girl that go on an adventure, and that's like their thrive in their relationship is just climbing the highest mountains and stuff like that, doing risky things, and she ends up going by herself. I'm just gonna say why. The guy dies,
Okay.
and she finally gives in to going back on adventuring after the cause of his death. With that being said, she goes to this woods. It's very sketchy. There's people that are missing in these woods, and she decides to do it anyway. And she does I guess, the harder route. And with that being said, she gets tricked into a lot of other things, and there's this guy who's like chasing her the whole time. And it's one of those like thrillers where it's just cat and mouse pretty much the whole rest of the movie. And
Okay.
yeah, I mean it's like a woman empowerment type movie, but yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't
Nice.
a huge fan of it, but it's what I watched this week.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I did not have a first time watch this week. I
Wow,
did rewatch. Okay,
wow,
you know what?
what
I
a
could bring up
fucking
some
loser.
shit, Harv.
Hey, fuck you. How's that?
Okay.
Fucking loser.
Did you have to look that insult up on your phone or
Yes, I
no?
did.
Okay. So my my rewatch tonight was, or not tonight, but actually I watched it twice, is Dragonheart. I watched it by myself because I hadn't seen it in a long time, and then the next day I was like, you know what, I wonder if my fiance would like this movie, so I showed it to her, and she wasn't like super crazy about it, but she did think it was kind of charming because a lot of fantasy movies today, they kind of take that more serious route. It's kind of like you're locked in. It's like an epic adventure kind of thing, and there's really not like a lot of playfulness involved. But Dragonheart has tons of comedy. It's actually a pretty funny movie, and you got Sean Connery voicing Draco, and Dennis Quaid. He's doing what Dennis Quaid does, and it's just a fun, lighthearted '90s fantasy movie. And honestly, dude, the CGI, like the special effects for that movie back then, I think it was 1996. Crazy. Like it aged for sure, but even still, like it still holds up in a way. You know, it's pretty impressive. So yeah, that's
Still better than some B movies CGI that I've seen.
oh yeah,
So
by a long shot, dude. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I watched. So I think we ought to just go ahead and like get into what we're doing here tonight, which is we have officially been doing all of this podcasting shit and TikTok and all that for 6 months now. So yeah, I was gonna ask like what'd you learn from it, but I think we'll save that for the end. We'll save that at the very end. Like, what's something you learned from doing all of this? So for now, though, how did when did this all start? Like, how did we get rolling on this?
So I remember one night I just was on TikTok and I popped into Sea Dog's live, and we were I would just pop in, listen to him. It was before I could even show my face on there. I didn't have enough followers, and I was just kind of getting into the whole movie physical media I guess community. And
Yeah.
I was going through some of the lives, and he just popped on. He was showing movies, so I popped in there, and just kind of every time I seen him pop up on it, I would jump in, and then he would pull me into the panel. And there it was it was a good couple of weeks off and on, and then finally Dis started coming in, from what I remember, and he would just stay quiet. All he would do, he was just kind of one of those lurking, kind of stalking us in the back in the shadows, just pushing likes, just pressing that heart button. And finally, after a little while, he started talking, and then he would say stuff on the chat for a little bit, and then pop. Finally, after it was probably 2-3 weeks, you decided to just jump in when he invited
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
so
before this, I never really joined people's lives. I always just did my own. I always just felt weird joining someone's live. Like it just felt like unwelcoming for some reason for me.
Yeah,
But I mean, it was Sea Dog, so
yeah, he's kind of he has those puppy dog eyes that just kind of draw you in. So
yeah.
then we started talking, then all of a sudden here comes Shrek. From what I seen, he just popped in and hung out for a little while, and then popped out real quick. And
Yeah.
you did that a couple of times, just pop in, pop out, pop in, pop out.
can
Never
I tell
really
you
stayed
why?
too long.
Did I ever tell you why
Why?
that I did that?
I don't
No,
I
think so.
wasn't I wasn't sure if I liked you guys yet because
you
so
motherfucker.
no, let me tell you what happened. This is really funny. So yeah, you guys are in the live. I popped in, was hanging out with, and like Sea Dog was really the only one that like talked to me. And so what it was is that when I went in there, all you guys were doing was just like showing off your fucking physical media. And I had a bunch. I probably had more then than I do now. And it was just basically like everyone pull their dicks out and like go like look at my dick, like look I got this one, and they were all like boutiques and steelbooks and stuff, and I didn't really have any of that, but that's like all it like I felt like it was. And I was like, oh god, these guys are kind of fucking lame. So I left, and then one night I was bored. I came back, did it again, but then this time when I left, I went out and I bought like 7 steelbooks. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
I got like that fucking Mondo Pet Cemetery and like
Oh
the
yeah.
Matrix and all that shit. And then I came back and I was like, look at my dick. I was like showing everyone all the stuff I got.
Look how
And,
smooth it is.
Yeah, no, I think I rubbed it too. Yeah. But yeah, no. And then like after that though, the talking about movies just more in general kind of started coming up, and it was less about just like showing off,
Yeah.
what we had and everything.
And I recognize your guys's names on there because I recognized Disc and even you, because at that time that's when you were still going by Officer Shrek.
Yeah.
And I remember both of you guys seeing you guys on Whatnot. Because
Yeah.
at that time I was on Whatnot a lot more than what I am nowadays. But I seen both of your names and I was like, I know those names. I've actually bought from Dispic in the past, not really realizing who it was. And so when I seen the names pop up, I was like, I know those names. They look familiar. And that's when I was like, oh, okay. And that's when I was trying to like reach out to you guys and talk to you guys on the chat or whatever.
Yeah.
During that time, I was like, hey, look at me. Look at this guy. I'm funny.
I wanted to point that out too, because I think that's so funny. Because I feel like I've only been in your Whatnot shows maybe once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
I think I bought one thing from you too, and
It's
then
the
Yeah, you
name.
did.
yeah, and then I
It's
thought
because
it was
it's
just so funny, like that. Now I'm just like at that moment before all this even started, there was just like I'm now talking to you like late at night every now and then. It was just so weird. Like, cause one, I didn't, well, and then also like I still didn't even get to see your face. 'Cause I didn't see it on Whatnot. I didn't see it on TikTok.
we didn't know Harv was Mexican for a very
I didn't
long
know
time.
anything about this guy, but I know I was spending like a lot of nights talking to him. And then
Yeah.
it's just funny because now I look at his face every day and I'm like, why the fuck am I still talking to him? Just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, you weren't. Well,
But you're not famous yet.
yes, I am. I'm fucking this Harv's world famous movie hut. God damn it. No,
So I
but
finally earned your face. That's what I was trying to say.
well, at that time I had less than 50 followers, so I couldn't
Yeah.
show my face,
Yeah.
and
And we got you
it took
there.
about a month and a half to even get to that point. And I remember
Mhm.
everybody was trying to like you. I remember you, Shrek, Janky, whatever the fuck. You even put out a video saying, "Hey, check this guy out," to try to get. Everybody was like trying to pull together to get me followers, so this way I can actually come on camera
Yeah.
and turn my camera on.
Yeah.
Yep. And then
And then what do we do after that? We just kind of kept talking, and then we all went into a Discord. We all, I think,
well, it was because Sea Dog kept having the fucking internet problems. Remember, we could
yeah,
like
Yeah.
he kept hosting a live, and then he would like he was always eating, and like he would just be like in the middle of talking, all of a sudden his face would be like, it was like a fucking big spoon of cereal like going into his mouth. He would freeze, and then eventually the live would just cut. And so we're like, let's
Yeah.
try to go hang out somewhere else. And then, but yeah, I had to throw that in there because I remember that very specifically. It
That
was
happened
fucking,
too many times.
yeah, yeah. It still happens. Still does.
and from there, I mean, that's when we
Uh,
What
we
just
lost you
happened?
visually.
Oh, wait.
It's all
Fuck.
good. Keep on telling your story there, Harv. We'll let this idiot figure out his camera.
you'd
I think I
figure he would
figured
have
it
the
out.
shit out and know that the battery is dead before he turns his motherfucking camera on.
No, I think I know
This
what
is
it was.
also an issue that we've had since the very beginning of his of his phone dying or something. Like the motherfucker never knows when to
some
charge
things
his
just
shit.
don't change.
No,
Some
they
things
don't.
just don't change.
Apparently,
Harv.
you just never learn.
No,
No.
it takes longer than 6 months.
Yeah, it does. For
Hopefully
sure.
by a
6
year.
years. Well, anyway, yeah, Sea Dog, his lives, they kept fucking up, and so we went onto Discord, and we were all just kind of hanging out in there. And I honestly don't remember exactly how the conversation came up. I do remember Sea Dog saying that he was planning on starting a podcast with some friends of his. I think he
Yeah.
said like Tyler and a few other people. I don't remember exactly
Yeah,
who.
I think it was Tyler and MJ.
An MJ, okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
I think that's how the conversation kind of got started, and then eventually, just kind of came to like, are we doing this, kind of thing. And
Yeah.
and so that night though that we like came up with the idea to do this, it was we were like so we were talking for a little bit, and then it was about like midnight when Harv had to go to bed because he's an 80-year-old man.
And
And
I have to work. So
and yeah, he's all responsible and
yeah,
whatnot.
I have
So
to adult. I have adulting stuff to do.
yeah. And so he had to go to bed, and then me, Disc, and Sea Dog were on for a little bit longer. We were working on a logo and a theme song that we never used still. But
Well, that's
we were,
because we came up with the name. We all before I went to sleep, we had come up
Yeah.
with Couch Critics, because that was
Yeah.
our
No,
original
that
name was
was-
going to be the Couch Critics.
that was Sea Dog's idea for his podcast, and we were like,
Okay.
oh, let's just use that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Because we didn't have, but then we were like, no, like let's come up with our own thing. And then, but
Pretty
yeah,
sure
you
it
were
was
there
taken.
it was taken.
Yeah, it was taken.
You guys
too.
had looked, and I guess when you guys after I went to sleep, you guys went on to TikTok to start the account, and you found out that somebody already had the name Couch Critic. So
Yeah.
that's when you guys decided. So when I woke up the next morning, I woke up to a whole different name, whole different logo. Like
what was
everything was all
funny-
different.
What was funny about it though is like, so when you went to bed, and then
Yeah.
me, Disc, and Sea Dog, and then Sea Dog passed out at like, I want to say like
2,
2
3
or
o'clock.
3. Yeah, 2 or 3
Yeah.
o'clock. And the funniest part was that so Harv went to bed at midnight, and
Yeah.
then he woke up, and me and Disc were up till like 11 a.m. Like we were like the whole fucking night. And Harv comes back into the Discord. He goes, "You guys are still fucking awake?" And we're like, "Dude, fuck off! Like, look at this! Like, we figured it all out. We got everything fucking planned. We got a TikTok page. We got a logo. We got a theme song. We got like everything ready to go." And yeah, dude, we were up the whole fucking night, dude. Like,
And
all
then
morning.
you guys were gone for like a day and a half, because after that you guys both passed out, and we didn't hear shit from you guys for like a whole couple of days. And your guys' sleep patterns have not been the same since that day.
Yeah, like a creative coma. But
Yeah, I remember the song we never even we hardly ever use it. I don't think we've
well,
ever
there's
used.
two. We have 2
We've
different
had
ones.
so many.
Yeah, we've spent countless hours in the middle of the night.
You know, you
doing-
skipped over the funniest part of the story, man.
Oh, what's that?
At 2 or 3, when Sea Dog fell asleep,
Oh,
we were working on the sound,
yeah.
and ironically, Sea Dog just starts snoring his heart away.
We
And we
couldn't
were
hear.
like yelling at him to shut the fuck up or leave.
Yeah, we couldn't hear the fucking the
We couldn't
song
hear
because
it.
like we'd play it and it was like just fucking snoring in the background. Oh my god.
We were like, out of all times, he's doing it right now.
Yeah.
So I think we literally left to a different Discord, I think.
Yeah.
Did
And
you
then we came
continue
back
it?
Or did
because
you?
he had woken up, and then we came like he left it and we went back because that's how you knew we were in there
Yeah.
when you woke up the next morning.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So then we figured all that out. We started the account, and we didn't know what
Okay.
we were going to do. Like
So
we didn't
the-
have an idea of. We didn't even have a direction of. Okay, how are we going to start this? How
Well,
are
the
we going to?
plan-
What is our contact?
We
Huh?
still have videos of the original plan because the plan is that we were all going to just go on Discord, and then I was going to just hit record. So, okay. So anybody who's like a content creator, like you probably already know what OBS is, but if you don't know what OBS is, it's basically just a thing that you can record everything that's happening on your computer. And so like I was the only one with a PC at the time, and so I was just going to be like, okay, we'll go into Discord, and then I'm not going to tell anybody when we're recording. I'm just going to do it, and we're all just going to hang out, and then we're going to take funny clips from that recording and then post those, and that'll be our thing. The problem is that they're like 4-hour long fucking videos, and so I had to take those and basically rewatch all of them to find the moments that were worthy of clips, and there weren't many. And so I think it was like the first like 2 or 3 videos that we uploaded on TikTok were like that, and they were dog shit, dude. They're so bad, man.
Yeah, they are bad.
We had like different people in and out. I remember that, like seeing them, like River came in for a little bit, and then she would leave, and then somebody else would come in, and a person that we shall not name, or a couple people that we shall not name,
Yeah.
they came in and left, or one of them that really wanted to be there the whole time, and
Yeah.
you know, you guys know
Yeah, it
what
was
I'm
just-
talking about.
Yeah, it was just like a total mess, and then it came. I think I was the one that first said we should do like the questions, and this is going to be like my favorite part of talking about this because I know you guys fucking hate these so much. But basically, I was
Do it
like,
better.
okay, we got to figure out a way to condense the information or the content that we're trying to put out, because this isn't working, not for me and obviously not for like anybody who's watching the videos. So I was like, let's ask a question like, who's your favorite horror movie villain? And then we'd each give like a 30-second response where we would talk about, you know, our answer or whatever. And honestly, like and we might be going back to that shit soon. I don't know, but I was never like, I didn't like it, but I wasn't like super I could still do them basically. Like that's not what I want to do, but I could do them again. These motherfuckers are like, there's something wrong with their brains. So we're like,
no,
as soon as they
I,
fucking, as you were horrible with it, Harv. Okay. So my whole thing was like, we would say, okay, we're gonna press. I'm gonna press record, and we're just gonna do it. It says, who's your favorite horror movie character or villain, and then you just give your answer, and that should be that. But as soon as they knew we were recording, they turned into like the most empty-brained fucking just like couldn't fucking string a sentence together to save their grandmas. Like they just literally like, and then Harv had these long pauses between everything he was saying. Like every other word had like a fucking 10-second pause. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I was the guy editing everything. And so when I put it into CapCut, and I wasn't very good at editing back then. I'm still not, but you know, better now. But I'd have to go in and get all of these chunky pauses and have to, and it pissed me off to no end. And then Disc would never look at the fucking camera. He still won't do it. Like if we're doing a type of video like that, he just, as soon as he looks at the camera, it's just
he blanks.
fucking,
I forget
it's all
exactly
gone.
like what I was like. There's moments where you guys will tell me what to say, and I'll look at you guys as you're telling me. I'll look at the camera, and I'm just like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
Like I give up.
I remember
And
he
I'm
would start, and he would just go,
I'm like, "Can you
"Wait a
guys
minute."
make it easier? Like, can you help me?"
There was one time, I don't remember the exact, or it was like something. Oh, I do remember. I remember it now. I remember it exactly. It was, what's your favorite opening scene in a movie? And dude, I don't remember what movie you picked though, but like you were struggling so fucking hard to just talk about a scene that you knew really, really well. But like,
You know
you
the
just,
worst one? I remember a really bad one, and I hate admitting it, but I'm just gonna say it today because why not? Remember when we said, remember the video of what was a movie that had you wheezing?
yeah.
I did Mallrats.
Oh yeah.
Remember how long that took me?
Yeah. Oh, another one too was
Mallrats.
the girl next door. You could not fucking talk about the scene where he kisses her for the first time. Like you
No,
were
I
like,
couldn't.
you
I
fucked
just
it up
was.
like 20 times, man. This is
Yeah,
insane.
I don't know. Like, it's the ones that I'm really good with, I can't do. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's so
But
weird.
you know, we did that for like about like half of the time that we've been doing this, really, was doing the
Yeah.
questions. And we did get better, you know, over time. Like they got better at, you know, like what the things I was just saying that they're fucking annoying about. And then, you know, I got a little better with the editing. I started like stacking, you know, our the way we look on the, you know, TikTok and stuff like that, and so it didn't look all shitty and everything.
Yeah.
And there was this, it was cool, like when you go back and watch the videos, like the TikTok videos. This is really why, if nothing happens, you know, from doing a podcast and, you know, whatever, I think it's just cool getting to go back and watch the progression of everybody like learning something. I think
Yeah.
that stuff's awesome. Like it's like really fun for me to like go back and see like, oh, I didn't know how to do this, and this is the exact moment when I learned how to do it. You know, I think
Mhm.
that's awesome as hell. So, you know, we'll always have that to kind of like look back on, and it'll keep happening too. Like we'll all get better at shit, you know.
So
Well, if we don't do those questions, we'll never know if Dis gets better at actually doing it because he still fucking
honest,
fumbles.
dude, I'll tell you now, it's gonna be worse because of this whole podcast thing and us just looking at each other while we talk. That's literally what I would do when we did them. I would look over at you guys, and then I like. There were so many times where you would tell me to restart because I looked over too quick back at you guys.
Yeah, he would literally be like blah 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 blah. Like it just snapped his neck. He couldn't control it.
And I'd be like, "Did I do it again?"
Yeah, it's like, you know, you did.
I wanted to ask too because I was messing with my camera. It's overheating tonight, but I wanted to ask, did you bring up the whole how we changed and adjusted to it, like how we used to do it every day, and then we switched
Yeah.
it?
So
We
that,
could talk
yeah, that
about
was
that.
another thing we did. We
That was
would,
causing some serious burnout. Doing
yeah,
it,
Yeah,
we were on trying to make content, trying to make videos, and we would do what, like 4 or 5 a night, even though a lot of them didn't make it on.
no, yeah,
and a lot of it too was that like, so like we we would record them all at once, so we'd have like 5 questions all on one recording, and then I would have to go in and I'd have to cut them all up, and I'd have to make them pretty, and, you know, try to make them like TikTok worthy for like the fucking ADD brains, you know, like that can't like focus for any length of time. You got to like make it snappy, and you have to make it a very specific way, and I still wasn't sure exactly how to do that. And doing that every single day on top of it was just like fucking hell, dude, you know. And then we were running out of like ideas for questions, you know, and it got to the point where they're like too silly, and it's like, you know, who even gives a shit, you know.
well,
So
and it got to the point too. Like I will talk about this too. Like how when Harv said about we got burnt out, like there was many times where we would be like, we got to redo the whole thing again,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
and we would
or
literally have to talk about the same thing. And we would get frustrated because, like, me and Harv, we didn't like doing them in the first place. So we would literally have to just completely do it again and then second guess if it's going to be worse because we're pissed or if we're actually going to make it good so we can just get it over with. And half the time, like, Harv, I think Harv said it, like, half of them didn't even make it. And that was just that. Like, there's probably, like, so much archive, but we just don't have it of
yeah.
footage. It's crazy.
Well, I was gonna say the other thing too is that like there was, I think, 2 different times where I had technical difficulties on my end, where we recorded an entire session of questions that was like over an hour long, and none of the audio was
And
recorded.
I remember that first time that happened, and it was like everything went by great, everything went by smooth. We did like 5 videos, and
Yeah.
we were like, "Yes, everything looks good." And then you went on to look at the, you went on to your editing to look at it, and
Hmm.
no audio. It was just
Yeah.
you.
I
All of
about
us.
broke my fucking computer when that happened,
Dude,
dude.
you left so quick. You were like, I'm done tonight.
You're like, and then we could
I'm
tell when you
done.
get mad and upset because you get quiet, and you're like, "Man, fuck this." And then so Then you just clicked out and went out, and I was like, "Oh, he's pissed." And I think me and Diz
Yeah.
stayed on for a while talking about like, what do you think happened? And then you came back. There's no fucking audio.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
That shit was bad. Like I said, I was about that close where I was just like cranking up, getting ready to beat this motherfucker to the ground. And I was like, wait a second. It's like, let me just calm down, take a breath. Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
burn this motherfucker to the ground.
yeah, almost, man. Almost. So
Oh
then
man.
yeah, then we were like, the questions, we stopped doing them every day, and we started going to like a once a week type thing where we would just film a whole bunch on one day of the week, and then I would release them periodically throughout the week. And that was fine. It was still like shitty because it was the format was the same. But then we
yeah,
got the idea to just do the podcast, and I
yeah,
feel like everybody's pretty happy about that. Like doing the podcast
yeah,
rather than the questions.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's more of a relaxing set instead of we're here, we're focused. Poor Disc can actually think. He doesn't fucking just get all scatterbrained and it just all gets lost. Like we can actually relax and it's just having a discussion instead of trying to think of what you're gonna say. And that's why, like when you were saying my long pauses, is I'm thinking what I'm gonna say as I'm saying, because we didn't have scripts, we didn't have any of that, so we're just coming off the top of the head with everything. And I got ADD brain, so I start my whole shit starts going off, and I start daydreaming. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to stay on subject as I'm daydreaming. So I just get all sorts of fucked up. That's one of the main reasons why my shit was all weird.
Well, it was
But
like
no,
always the thing that I felt bad for because I didn't want to come across like as like a dictator, but like
oh, you don't
I
worry, you did plenty of times,
I know.
plenty of motherfucking times.
I
Okay,
know.
so we're gonna go to this one day isn't working anymore. We're gonna have to go to 2 days. Oh, we're gonna have to go to 3 days. And it's like, please, sir, can we please have a break?
Well,
No, fuck
the
you guys.
the thing was because
Do it better.
I had already spent like well over a year. I was streaming video games before I got into all of this. So like when I was streaming video games, like I didn't have anybody really watching because I was brand new, and so I got really good because what they all tell you is that when you're streaming to no viewers, you should pretend like you're streaming to hundreds of people. And so I would just keep talking. Like there'd be nobody watching my streams, and I would just keep on talking, and I would just rattle off fucking whatever was on it. So I got very good at doing that. And so like by the time we got into this, when it came to like having shit ready to go, and I could just like boom, I could just start talking about any fucking movie, any subject, whatever. I could just keep on going. It was already like second nature to me, and so I was always like trying to help you guys like figure out ways like that you could kind of like learn how to do that as well. And but you guys were also still learning how to do all of this in general. So it was like, I know sometimes I was just like, I was like, no, fuck you. Like it was like boot camp almost. Like, bitch, just do it better. Do it better.
Do it better.
Yeah.
And like me, like I'm good. I'm a good talker. I can discuss with people. I can keep talking that way, but I have to feed off of something. That's why the podcast is better, because you guys can talk and we can all conversate that way, and I'm able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But to keep on, I mean, even if you see my TikTok videos, I'm still kind of like, oh shit. And I did one today, and I felt rusty as shit because it was the first time I was looking at the camera. It's the first time in a while that I've been looking at the camera and having to think of what to say, even though I'm just doing a movie haul. It didn't. It was still hard. It was hard to come up with words to say. So that's why I like this format a little bit better.
Yeah.
Than that one.
Well, it's also nice now too. So for like anybody who's new to watching us or anything like that, what we ultimately ended up doing was scrapping the questions format for TikTok, and we would do this, and then we would take some clips out of this and post them to TikTok. So it's kind of weird. It's sort of full circle when you think about it, because the original plan was to just hit record of us in Discord and take clips from it, and now we're kind of doing that, only it's not Discord, but we do have like more of an idea of what we're going to talk about. Back then we were talking about everything from buttholes to fucking movies, politics, whatever, like just had no,
it was just general conversations, and there was no direction of what we want. We knew we wanted to be part of the movie and physical media community.
Yeah.
But the way we were doing it, we came about it all wrong. We were just talking about anything and everything. It was just an open discussion. We went into the Discord and it was just friends bullshitting.
Yeah.
Just that's all it really was. It wasn't an actual focused direction on which way to go with something and topics and certain ways. And that's why it was so fucking sloppy back then. Everything was sloppy. I mean, if anybody goes back to our old TikToks and look at them, you can see how the difference is like night and day. I might be a little biased, but
well, I think too, we always, like, at least for me, like, always wanted to do some kind of a long format kind of content, because like if you go back, one of the first video that we did when we stopped doing the bullshitting was all of our review for Black Christmas. And I think that like that was closer to what we were almost like, we should have just stuck with that in a way and just moved it over to YouTube, and just said like we'll do whatever with TikTok and let TikTok be the secondary thing, because that video, it's not the best. It doesn't have the best editing. It doesn't have the best, like, visually. It's kind of dark and shitty. But we're all talking about Black Christmas and giving our takes, on the movie. And so I honestly think, like, we've been talking about this of implementing that into the podcast, where we each, like, all of us watch a movie together every week, and then we all discuss it. I think that would be a fun idea too.
Yeah.
And like I remember for just I like this. I like the way that we've come along. Like, we didn't have any equipment. We didn't have any. It was basically, you were the only one with a computer. I started, I was just on my phone, and little by little, and then, Dis got his equipment. I started piecing mine, and just to see how we started taking it a lot more serious, of that this is something that we really enjoy doing. We really like doing it, but you can't just do it with a phone. If you really want to be successful, you gotta put some money into it. And I think, we started doing that, and the quality has shown better. Like, we went from Discord, we're on this new program, Riverside. Hey, Riverside, for Real Takes, go ahead and sponsor us if you'd like, because we are using you guys. And it's been a helpful tool for us using this program. I think it's cut down on your editing by a ton.
Oh yeah, you have no idea, dude.
Because I remember seeing you were just fucking exhausted going through hours of and hours of our videos, tweaking them. I mean, you still do some tweaks here and there, but it's not as much as you had to.
Yeah, I was gonna say our first big video, not our introduction video, but I think it was our second video on YouTube, was I think it was like a 3-hour long video or something like that. And do you remember the night that I edited that? Because you were there, I think, with me the whole time, Des. Harv, I think you bowed out like an hour and a half into it, but I think I had to edit it for like 5 hours.
No, it wasn't the introduction one.
No, the next one, the ranking one.
It was the tier list.
Ranking.
Yeah, where we ranked all of our followers' favorite movies, which was such a bad idea. That's so fucking crazy. There was
But
I
I
don't remember how
remember,
many
like,
movies.
halfway through, you had to, like, take a break. Like, all I heard was you cracking your
Yeah,
knuckles.
dude, it was
And
loud
you were
too.
like, my eyes hurt.
And just
Yeah,
think,
dude.
no, it wasn't even. Was it the? No, it was Sea Dogs video. Because remember, we were all supposed to do one. It was supposed to be Sea Dog first, then Disc, then
No,
me,
it was
then
the
you.
tier list.
I mean, they all
Yeah,
took
we
a
were
long
supposed.
time, but yeah, the tier list one was fucking.
It was a tier list. It was a tier
Yeah,
list
it took a
for
lot.
our movies that we picked or something. And you
Mhm.
did Sea Dogs on YouTube, and that was the last one you had done for a long time. Like you're like, fuck
Yeah,
this, we're going back to
going back to
TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah,
Yeah.
can't do it. Can't do it. Too much, man. And I had like my hand was like constantly just like in that position, like my mouse just like couldn't fucking like hold a drink or anything. It's bad, dude.
Oh,
But it's
jeez.
fun. It's
We
all a
didn't
learning
even
experience.
we didn't even talk about how lucky we got with their logo. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
like I didn't want to. I don't want to come on here and just like pat
We
myself on
got
the back and have us all like suck our own dicks or anything. But we got a pretty
we
fucking
gave
sweet
it some
logo.
time. We're 40 minutes into the
That's the
video.
LA
We could do
version.
it.
This is the California version, the cool version.
That's when
Just so you
Harv takes
guys know,
control of the
this
channel.
is when
That's
this
what
is
you
when Harv
get.
does the marketing. I
Yeah.
actually improve on it. So
Mm.
Yeah, famous. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Sprinkled
only
some of
thing.
your
I
famous.
like. If somebody was like, "Okay, where do you rank yourself?" As far as like, do you think you're good at what you're doing? I'd probably say not really, but we have a pretty fucking sweet logo, dude. Like, of all the things that we have, the best thing we got is a logo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
definitely
nice
lucked
logo.
out.
Even Google likes our logo.
Oh, yeah, it's
Dude,
on
I
there now.
remember when we found out about that. Like, I was so stoked. Like, I thought that was so cool how you could just look us up and we hear like all of our things.
Yeah,
I think that's
yeah,
really cool.
yeah. Yeah, that's
but I didn't.
again like that's the thing that I like most about doing this. And I didn't really get this too much from like the video game streams and shit like that. But with this, for me,
Yeah.
is that like again, even if we never break, what we're at 30 subscribers right now on YouTube. We've got like 700 something, 770 or something like that on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's been 6 months. Even if
Yeah.
we never break 1,000 on TikTok, and even if we never break 50 on YouTube, I just think it's cool as fuck that we did it, at all,
Yeah.
and that we like can always go back, watch the old videos, have a good laugh, all that kind of stuff. Like that is for me like my favorite part about all of it. So it would be cool to get more people to watch our shit and everything, but it's never a guarantee, and so you got to
Yeah.
just kind of have fun with what you do have.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm having a great time. Because it's been a long road just to this 6 months. God, it feels a lot longer.
It
You know,
does.
we've
Yeah.
had a lot of ups and downs. We've had a lot of issues. Certain people hating on us or not. Just different things.
Yeah.
But honestly, what I like to see us grow and be more, our whole stuff, our whole brand and everything expand and people know about us. I would love that. I would love to hear, have people listen to us and join in the chat or on YouTube, put in the comments, giving us recommendations for us. I would love to hear, people's recommendations for movies for us to watch and maybe do a review on, or just hear what they liked about it, or even giving us suggestions on what to talk about. Because some people want to hear different things and we don't know. I would love for them to like let us know, like, hey, what about this? Talk about this. How did you guys hear about this? I think that'd be awesome. Plus, and then maybe even starting to get into like conventions. Us going to conventions and doing a podcast there and meeting new people and meeting. I'd like to say it, fans, if we could get them. hearing.
Harv wants to be world famous so bad he can taste it. He's like,
not world famous.
I'll
settle for country famous.
It's right there.
I can settle for country famous. I won't even settle for world.
Famous.
Yeah, for U.S. famous.
He just wants to walk down the streets of Bakersfield and have people be like, "That's Harv from the world famous Harv's Movie Hut."
You got it, baby. Tell me you guys don't want that. Tell me you guys. I would like for people to know who we are and enjoy what we do. You know, I think, and it's not a joke. Like, I think that we put a lot of work, a lot of effort into this. And I would like people to get it and enjoy it as much as we love putting it out.
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
What I want to say with all of this talk we've said, I want to say the one thing about us that has always stayed true, not our content. Our content's been all over the place. Everything's just been all over the place. But I want to say the one thing that I want, whoever's watching this now to look at it now, I don't know if we'll be around 10 years from now doing this, but, in the future, I want you guys to look at this and be like, yeah, they haven't changed. And what I want to say is our personality and what we give you guys and how we talk and what we say is literally going to always stay the same. Like, we don't think we're like this professional movie talk community or group of people.
No.
Like, we are literally just people from different age groups talking about different types of movies. Some knock on each other, and that's that. And we just have a good time and we bounce back and forth, which is like what you would do with your friends you talk about with movies in your own life, And that's kind of what we try to give to the fans we got right now, and hopefully in the future. I think I can guarantee that'll probably always stay the same.
I don't see us changing our personalities at all. No, like we've been the same people since we started. We love to bullshit and rag on each other because it's fun. Because it's fun, it creates a laugh, it creates a fun atmosphere.
You know what's going to happen?
We know how far to take it.
You know what's going to happen is that it's going to there's going to be a video that pops off, and we're going to get a whole bunch of 100,000 subscribers. Harv's going to totally inflate his head. He's going to get the biggest ego ever, and he's going to be like a total diva, and then he's going to come back and watch this video where he's like, I don't think any of us will ever change.
And then we're gonna clip it.
I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna send it to you.
I'm gonna have a fucking rider wherever we go. I want just nothing but green M&Ms.
Yeah, just total fucking diva.
I want sparkling water. I want Topo Chico. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for my Caucasian people that are on this panel right here that are my fellow podcasters.
I know Spanish.
Topo Chico is a mineral water.
And the thing is with the group we have is I think personally with us being these different ages and having these different takes is I just think it's just a easier way for us to kind of get as many people of the community into our group. And I think it's more welcoming, honestly, in a way, than if we all really did care about the same thing, or we just kind of stayed in a little corner of the movie genre or the movie.
So you're saying you like the podcast? You're a fan of the podcast?
No.
No?
I don't even subscribe to the podcast, honestly.
So I'm going to be honest, and I know this is kind of detrimental, but I have not heard one podcast since we put them out. I've not watched one video of ours.
Good.
I don't know why.
Don't.
But I have never watched a video, me personally. It's like I lived it. I don't have to rewatch it.
You know why? Because you don't deserve it, because you weren't there day one.
Bullshit, I was there day one. I just wasn't there till fucking 11 o'clock the next morning.
5 o'clock in the morning.
Well, don't watch the videos, because I need to know how many fucking actual views we're getting. So if you watch them, you count as a fake view. You don't count as a fucking
real view.
Yeah, no.
Fuck you and your fake views.
Yeah, I gotta keep track of this shit so I can study it. That's the other thing, dude, is just learning how to, because I don't know anything about algorithms. I don't know anything about the trends and hashtags to use and all that. Dude, like people go to fucking like courses for that kind of shit, man. Like it's like a serious thing you have to like have a lot of knowledge about to pull it off, in any kind of beneficial way. So there's time, and I'm already fucking in school, so like I can't do that shit. And so I'm just like, oh, let's just do the best we can with what we got and hope for the best. But yeah,
I mean, it's a definite learning experience as we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do have classes or whatever for all of that stuff, for communications and all that, and we're just three guys just figuring it out as we go along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so what parts have you not liked about this whole experience?
Every time you fucking log on to Discord and I have to look at your face.
I am a sexy motherfucker. I don't know what you were talking about. Look at this. Look at this. This is money right here.
I know. That's why I hate it. It makes me question my sexuality. No, I don't hate anything. I'm happy with all of it. Even when I would get shitty, I still have fun.
I will say, you know what? When we first started, I thought this was going to be easy. I thought it was going to be super easy.
I think you motherfuckers.
Yeah, you were the one that said it.
I warned everybody.
Once you got the 50 followers on TikTok, you're like, oh, this is easy. I can do this.
Fuck no, because that first 50 was hard. 50. That was hard to pull, the first 50. But like, I didn't know it was good. I didn't know it was going to be this much work. And anybody out there that's just trying to start a podcast, realize that at very first and foremost. It's not as easy as just hopping on, making a video, and that's it, post, done. No, there's a lot of different, like, we have to have pre-meetings. We have to have, we'll when we meet up to do other, videos or whatever we do, we also have to have a meeting just for this week's show. For the week that we're doing, we're having meetings of what we're going to discuss, how we're going to do it, what times, everything. And plus we're all I'm in a different time zone than these guys. So they're on the East Coast. I'm all the way on the West Coast. So we also have to have scheduling correctly. So you got to take that into consideration if anybody out there is wanting to start a podcast with different people, because that is a major factor, is scheduling.
I wanted to add to that too, is like, yeah, we have schedule, but we also throughout the week are just constantly thinking about just what else we could do or what we could say or topics and stuff like that. Like, because it's never just like one day we're all going to have a topic. Sometimes it takes a few days to think about it.
We're texting each other throughout the week. Yeah. Like, hey, what about this for a topic? What about that for a topic? And then, Dictator Shrek here. Do you guys have your topics? No, I don't like those. Make them better. So, for the one that doesn't want to be called the host of the show, he sure does act like the host of the show.
I just want you to be the best you can be.
The fucking director over here. I don't like the way that sounds. No, we're not going to do that.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't hate anything. It's all been a blast. So
it really has. But I just want to give that piece of advice for anybody that's wanting to start a podcasting, and it's something easy to do. It's takes a lot of work and a lot of planning. Just keep that in your mind. I would say
don't do it. Do something better with your life.
Do better.
Just like
Shrek's famous words. Do better.
Take up a hobby of like something that is actually beneficial to your life, not just a giant gaping fucking waste of time. Just kidding. All right. Let's do. What do you guys think? Should we go into our recommendations for the week?
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
What do you got for us, Harv?
Let's go Disc first.
All right, Disc. What do you got for us?
Of course you're gonna say that because Oh wait, I do remember. Okay, never mind. Scratch that. I'm gonna recommend. To go first. Okay, well, whatever.
Do better.
It already feels like I'm looking at a camera.
Dude, I'm about to cut this and make us do it all over again.
Oh, fuck. He probably would. And this
I
time,
am
just make sure
going.
your fucking camera stays on.
That I am kind of worried about. So I'm gonna try to do it quick. I'm gonna recommend a movie that Janky told me to watch, and it was actually really good. And it was directed by Oliver Stone, and that is you're supposed to say it. You don't know it.
I don't
I wanted
remember.
to know
You
if
can't
you
read
would
your
know
fucking
it.
mind.
Oh, is it Savages?
It is Savages,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So yeah, Savages. It was a really good movie. Blake Lively was pretty good in it, honestly. Um, yeah, it was a fun movie. Like the two people that were the head ones, I didn't really know much. Like the two main characters. But like John Travolta was really good in it. He played it good when he was on screen. It was good. But the whole premise was really cool. Like the heist of like this younger age two groups of guys that just have the best. I don't know. Can I say the word?
Yeah.
Marijuana. We'll say that.
Marijuana.
And the percentages are like off the charts with the area that they're in, and everybody wants it, and they end up taking the Blake Lively girl that they're both technically together with the girl. There's a lot that goes on. I don't want to say too much. Just if you haven't seen it, watch it. It kind of feels like a Quentin Tarantino movie in a way. Just it has like that boom, like the punch to it. Um, that like a lot of his other stuff has. So yeah, Savages. Give it a watch. I'd say it's worth it.
By you, Harv.
So mine's going to be a little bit different, everybody. So I would really like for somebody that listens to this and either you follow us already or don't, and please do follow us, to drop it to put a DM in the For Real Takes and do a recommendation for me. I would like to see a recommendation from somebody.
Okay.
You know, recommend a movie to me. We're always recommending movies to you guys. I want to see what you guys got. So shoot one over to me.
Harv's like, it's been 6 months. Give me a break. Give me a recommendation.
I want to engage a little bit with our public out there. So
Harv wants to get to know you.
Yes, I do.
On a personal level.
Whoa. So yeah, go ahead and recommend a movie to me.
Well, Harv took the easy pass. What do you got, Janky?
So mine.
I'm afraid what's going to come through though. We'll see what happens.
You asked for it.
Mine's I think one that's pretty. I want to say it's pretty well known from like an older audience, but if anybody younger is watching this and you have not seen a movie called Dog Day Afternoon, this is my recommendation for you. This is an early Al Pacino movie, and it's based on a true story. And it's basically just a heist movie, right? It's a bank robbery, but it's so fucking good because of the performances. And you know, Al Pacino he's just kind of this regular guy. Well, not regular, he's kind of weird in some ways, but like he's just kind of a regular guy, and he doesn't want to hurt anybody. He just wants the fucking money, right? He doesn't want to, he's not like a professional or anything like that. So he goes in, everything goes haywire, and it's this huge, long, drawn out fucking standoff. You know, the SWAT or whoever was in charge of everything were fucking with them throughout the whole thing, turning off the lights, turning off the AC. You know, like there was this constant back and forth between him and the negotiators. And I don't want to tell you how the movie ends because it's like I said, this is such a great performance from Al Pacino. But if you like heist movies, if you like just kind of raw, like gritty, there's nothing flashy about this movie at all. Then this would be a good one. It's also got, I don't remember the actor's name off the top of my head, but he plays Al Pacino's brother in The Godfather as well. You remember what I'm talking about, Harv? Yeah, he's in there. I
can't remember his name.
I remember his character's name is Sal. He's great in it too. He's very like subdued and quiet and kind of mysterious, but like sad at the same time. Like he doesn't want to be there, but he's just kind of like, I just need to get through this. I just want to fucking get this all taken care of. But then you see him like mentally just starting to kind of decline throughout the movie as well. So all around great performances, and highly recommend that one. So that's I think that's the podcast today. What do you think, fellas?
Yeah.
All
6
right.
months and another 6 months coming.
Yeah.
So everybody
All
stay
right.
tuned, because we do have a lot of stuff coming out.
All right.
Yeah,
Take care.
it's been a pleasure so far. You guys have a great night.